candy.
Oh my
Wow.
I am the worst Halloweener ever.
So did your neighbors. It wasn't just you.
Wow.
And people in your neighborhood were angry because as I'm walking back, we had done the round both ways from your house, and I could hear parents go, "They're out of candy." It was like,
I know.
and getting all mad, the parents, not the kids. Like,
I handed out Coca-Colas. I handed out.
Top Robin noodles.
No way.
I was out.
Oh my God.
I was out. I can't be the neighbor that's out. I always have supplies. I was out. Halloween was ruined.
Quantity-wise, what are you talking? How much candy?
Well, my neighbors had 500 individual bars, and they basically keep an eye on every single person so there's no comeback people.
Yeah.
And they ran out at 500 individual bars.
Okay,
Wow.
I know Bob said that you bought over $200 in candy, which has got to be, what,
I don't know.
60, 70 bags?
That bucket was full.
Oh, man.
I knew we should have got 100 bags. Oh, I told him we needed 30 more bags.
That's so crazy.
But it was ruined, Stench. I ran out of candy.
Oh, man.
Then I started giving away microwave popcorn.
Yeah.
No.
I gave away a pallet of water.
Yeah, she's not kidding.
Some chicken nuggets still frozen.
Jamie would come out of the house with random stuff.
Oh, man.
Then we just poured animal crackers into a big vat, and all these grimy hands were just reaching into this vat and grabbing animal crackers.
Can I jump in for a second?
Wow.
Yes,
Finally,
Mr. Poodle.
finally, Bob was like, "We have scoops of sour cream, but only one each."
Oh, my. That's
It was
a lot
ruined.
So you had well over 1,000 people.
Yes, and it was ruined. Oh, we had the most ever this year.
It was crazy
It was
crowded.
out of control. It was ridiculous, and I learned something that Halloween just goes awry for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
Halloween
way,
is a pain.
I didn't even tell you this. You kind of ruined my Halloween, too, at the end. Because we're leaving Jamie's house, and my kid doesn't really want to leave, right? So
Yeah.
she tells us you're going to a big party because we were going to go to West Hollywood. And hyped it up. And you did such a great job. She was ready to go. Well, when we got stuck in traffic and couldn't go to the big party, she had a meltdown about, I want to go to the big party.
I'm sorry,
And then we tried to tell her the big party was closed. The problem is there were 4 million people around us on the
In
sidewalks.
crazy costumes.
Right.
Because I'm like, I'm jealous, Lucy. I wish I was going to the big party. You're going to. Can I go with you? Will you call us?
You sold it good because she flipped out when Daddy was so mad. He's like, I'm going home.
Wow.
West Hollywood was out of control. You went.
Out of control. I had to be there at 9 o'clock. I left my house at 7, and I made it to the stage. I mean, without 1 second to spare. It was 2 hours from my house to the stage.
Jack left at what, 7:30, something
Yeah.
like that. Jack left my house at 7:30. I'm like, okay, well, bye. And then I heard this morning he never even made it.
No, he didn't even make it to because what happens to really bad traffic? The closer you got, the worse the traffic got. I mean. Probably the last 45 minutes of my commute, I could see the building I needed to be in.
Oh, no.
And it was like 400 yards away, and I just had to I'm like, God, if I could just park my car, I'd be fine.
Oh, my God. And you missed it. Jack was dressed as a big old SpongeBob, and everybody took pictures with him.
Oh, it was crazy.
Oh, man.
The kid had charged $1, made $8,000.
I know. Alina was hung up on that.
Well, I know. Well, at one point, the snowboarder went down the way to look at everybody's haunted houses. He said, I was walking back, and it was like there was a concert at our house because Jack was standing there as SpongeBob, and all these people, like thousands of people, were gathered around Jack taking his picture. There's probably 800 pictures of inside my garage.
Yeah, there probably are.
Man. That's funny.
And then after Jack left, here's what I wrote down. Tits, puke, fists, 4-year-old head injury, and a nut injury.
Hold
Oh,
on.
that's right.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
Wait a minute.
After you left?
There
Yeah.
was no drama when I left. We were out of candy. That's when I left.
There was an explosion.
You were already on a candy at 7:30?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I
you have a lot of
screwed
kids.
everybody
No,
over.
you have a ton of people. They're like busting them in, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was sad. I was the worst neighbor ever, and then we had to shut the door. Not until we pushed the lady out that showed her tits, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, that was tits for wine.
Was it one of those drunk ladies?
Oh.
Yeah.
There
Shit.
Shocker.
Wings
were a
on.
few drunk
A
ladies.
lot of drunk parents.
Yeah.
Do you notice a lot of parents are drinking while they're walking around with kids?
Showing their boobs?
Yeah. And I filled up some Starbucks guy had Starbucks, and he's like, do you guys have any coffee? Wink, wink. Next thing I know, I filled this thing up with red wine. And he's like, you're a lifesaver. And he's like, oh, ha, ha.
Here's the thing. Your neighborhood's maybe 8 square blocks or something. It's not like these people hiked a mountain. They didn't need booze that bad.
They were all drunk. Did you see them?
Yes, they did.
But they carry it in Starbucks so their kids won't know.
Right.
Like Michael Jackson.
It's just too funny. All right. Anyway, we'd like to hear all your Halloween horror stories if any of you are up. I just learned that Stench's son gets to sleep in.
Yeah, they had they called it a late day or whatever. The school starts an hour later for them this morning.
How cool is that? Because it's Halloween last night. Why don't we have late day?
Oh, that's ridiculous. They never did that when I was a kid. You had to drag your butt in there.
Hey, look at us here.
I know.
We should not be here this early.
No.
And none of you people should be up. But if you are, check in with us.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Star 98.7.
All right.
All right. So
My God!
you really need to go through your list and explain to us all those items and how they happened in the hour and a half after I left or whatever.
Here's
Because
what I
left-
like. Yeah, you're shocking Jack, and he was there.
I was at the party.
It was after Jack left everything.
You were out of candy. Really, the Halloween was over. How did it get that crazy?
I don't know. I started handing out beer to the adults.
Oh,
I did.
man.
I handed out beer, handed out wine. I'll explain later. In the meantime,
Okay.
though, we have our, I can't believe you people are up. You're nuts. First calls of the day. Oh, did you change it yet?
No.
That's okay.
Hey, it's the first call of the
Yay!
day.
Yay!
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Going into November with
Yeah,
low mariachi.
That's nice fall Thanksgiving type of music.
Maybe I get, wait, hold on. Let me just, let me see if I got, oh, I was looking for wind. It's not in there.
No.
Oh, well, okay. So anyway, first calls of the day.
Yay!
Here we go.
All right.
That's great. How about
That's
crickets
nice.
for the fall?
Very soothing.
Peaceful.
I just don't know why anybody's up. Please, somebody tell me why people are up. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Aye.
All right, here
Man.
is. This is Lori. You're the first call of the
Yay!
day.
Good morning. Good morning. Who are you?
Why? We rule. Why are you up, Lori?
Only because I have to be at work at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
You got 9 minutes.
Yeah,
I
actually,
know.
right now she has 8.
Yeah.
Oh, our
The clocks were
Wow. Anyway, I'm sorry, we're having our own little party in here. Lori, so you are up because you have to be at work at 6. What do you do for a living?
I am an office manager at a tile for pools.
And
For
what?
swimming pool?
Tile something?
A swimming pool tile.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I wish I had a swimming pool. Damn it, we had a hookup right here with
She
Lori.
could have drowned a few people yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's maybe better I didn't because they would be drowned. So, Lori, you ran out of candy?
Yes, I ran out of candy. This year I bought a little more because I thought just in case, and I still ran out, and I had 2 big, 10-gallon buckets of sunflower seeds, so I had to break those out, and these kids loved it.
Yeah, they don't care. So did you? So you poured them into like a vat?
No, they were in the individual
Oh,
packets.
see,
thank
my
God.
animal crackers were not individually wrapped.
Yeah,
They were
Jamie
in a
ran out of
vat.
individually wrapped stuff.
Man.
And
Yeah.
Lori, now at some point, because I remember one year doing this, you hide, like you turn
Oh, yeah.
off all your
All
lights.
the lights and pretend like
Yeah.
you're not home.
And then you actually kind of get weird and creepy, and you sit in like a little corner of your house and you kind of freak yourself out, or maybe
Right,
it's
I don't
just
have
me.
any
Like-
candy.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay if I'm home, but you pretend like you're not.
You should just walk around and live your
Turn
life
off
in
the
your house.
lights. It's like I'm out of candy. No
But
big deal.
instead, you sit quietly and silently in a corner, like maybe if I don't move, they won't know.
Yep. So I turn the lights off and the TV off.
Yeah, exactly. And you live your life like you finally realize what it's like to live in fear, or in a shelter. Like, oh my God, I'm just stuck here. I have no candy. These kids will kill me.
My old
Yeah,
apartment,
exactly.
I used to live right behind Dalt's, remember, right behind
Right.
the station. And so people knew I was there, and they would party all the time, and I'd be so exhausted, and I didn't want to drink anymore that I would sit in my apartment with no lights on because if they saw me from the balcony, they would come over to get me, and I'd have to live my life in the dark just so I wouldn't have to go drinking with
No
people.
wonder you're depressed,
Oh,
Jack.
man.
You lived your life in the dark.
I would do everything in the dark so that no one saw any lights on and would come over to get me.
Last night I talked to my mom because I knew she's home alone. I'm in the car for 2 hours. I'm like, hey, Mom, how's it going? What's Halloween? Oh, I'm just sitting in the back of the house with the lights off.
She did it
And
too.
she even went out and disconnected the motion sensors they have in their driveway that light up so when people come walking up, just no sign of light. I'm like, wow.
She ran out of candy too.
Watching TV
Oh,
in
my
the back.
God.
Oh my God! All right, hey Lori, hold on the line. You are the first call of the day. Yay!
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Post-Halloween
yeah,
or
whatever.
whatever.
All right, here is Bryce. Hi, Bryce.
Hey,
Hi.
morning.
What are you doing?
About to run about 6 miles.
Oh,
You're
He's
about
going to
to
run 6 miles.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I know.
Is your car broken?
Or did you have it repoed like my girlfriend?
Not broken at all.
Oh, Bryce, you have to turn down the radio because then, we're an hour behind you.
Yeah.
Voice-wise.
Oh, okay.
So, Bryce, did you go out last night?
No, we have a family party every Halloween back at my parents' house, and I drove about an hour and a half after the fire academy last night to make sure I could get there for my mom's birthday. So,
Aw,
Wow.
what a good son.
What a good
yeah, we had a party there, but no big deal. Woke up at 4:30 to drive another hour plus to get to the academy in time.
Wow.
Does it seem
Is
like
it me?
today
Yeah,
everybody's phones are overmodulated?
Everybody's muffled. I can't understand anybody. And I
does.
thought
Are they
maybe it
turned
was
up
my
too
head.
loud?
Yeah.
Or something's
The levels
weird.
are good. I don't know what it is.
He's
It's
in the
weird.
fire academy.
Yeah, I know. You need to translate
Yeah.
for us.
I know. And by the way, did you hear that not to do this, but the 5th firefighter died
Yeah, I
today?
did.
Yeah,
that's
that's
very
awful.
sad. I mean, just horrible. I
And
hope they get those bastards.
They made an arrest, and they
They
said
got a guy, yeah.
for another fire, but they said he's a person of interest in this one,
Let's
which makes
burn
me
him.
think.
Well, after
that
they interviewed him, then they went back and arrested him. Like,
Yeah.
Don't you think you should get the same restitution for what you did?
Like
Or
death
is
by
that the
fire.
right word?
Yeah, or I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not restitution.
It's not
What is it?
restitution. It's
the
Yeah,
same-
whatever
the
you
same
did.
punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should just burn him?
Yep.
Yep.
Little bastards. I don't get. Anyway, well now that's not very happy right now, is it?
No.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
All right. By the way, too, I know all of you that went to West Hollywood aren't up yet, but I guess Better than Ezra was awesome.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that last night. They were rocking.
And,
They were awesome.
and Alex told me
That's right.
K-Fed was horrible.
Oh, shocker.
He said that they booed him off the stage and that K-Fed was had awkward moments because he didn't know what to say
I
because it was
still
so.
don't know why our company did that. But
He said
you know,
halfway through the performance, people were just walking away. So it doesn't seem like it was that great a promotion.
Well, and not to say anything bad about our sister station, but we brought you quality.
Yeah, we brought you a real band that you like their songs.
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
know what I
had
mean?
fun.
Like they have hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought you like a really good rockin' band.
Musicians.
Yeah, that you could rock out to, and yeah.
Who've
Talent.
sold albums.
Yeah, because we're like that. We're not. Anyway, I don't even because I'll get in trouble.
Well, that's only because William Hung was booked, or we would have had him instead of Better Than Ezra. But, we had to go with real music.
Yeah, so just know who your real friends are in radio, okay?
By the
That's
way,
all I'm going to say.
of all the stages last night on Santa Monica Boulevard, the Star Stage by far the best.
Well, I wonder why. Hello?
Yeah. No, there were others too, but we definitely had the best performance of the
awesome.
night with Better Than Ezra.
All right, so let's take some more phone calls. And I don't know how you people drove around last night. I guess traffic was probably at an all-time worst ever. Ever.
It was horrendous.
Took Stench 2 hours to get to where he was trying to get to, and at one point you were, like 2 minutes away, but it took you an hour and a half to get there?
I could see the lights of the building and the driveway I had to turn in, but I couldn't get there.
God, at what point did you give up?
I couldn't because I think the whole time my cell phone's blowing up. Robert Lyle's going, "Where are you? Where are you?" I'm like, well, now I'm 5 driveways away.
Stench is a trooper because he called me. I would have given. He sat at the same light. I talked to him and he said, "This is the 6th time I'm sitting through this light."
Yeah, trying to make a left turn onto I had to get onto Melrose to get to where I need to go, and so I'm the left turn lane, and there's so much traffic crossing Melrose that the traffic would then totally block
Oh, yeah, and get gridlocked.
La Cienega, and then you couldn't even turn at the light. You would just sit there.
God, I hate that.
Finally, I just blocked traffic and drove out and blocked all lanes. Until
Well,
I could
because
get
then you
across.
try to be the good guy, yeah, and
times
then
to
you
the
sit
red
there
light.
through 8 lights, and you're like, forget being a good guy.
It was awful.
Doesn't pay up. Well, Jack, what time were you guys supposed to be there? 9?
9 o'clock on stage.
Because Jack left my house at 7:30, and you never made it.
No. We got about 2 blocks from Melrose on Robertson. That's the closest I got before we aborted the mission. Stench is like, I'm
Which,
going
by
on
the way,
stage. I'm
you
like,
were-
You were stuck in traffic. Okay, so let me just get this straight. So you were in traffic from my house, Santa Monica,
Yeah.
for an hour and a half, and then
no problem on the 10 until I got on Robertson somewhere around Pico, and then from that point on.
So then this is 9 o'clock, and you abort the mission
Yes.
because you've missed it.
Yes.
So now you still have to drive to Santa Clarita.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still have to get from West Hollywood back to the 405 to get home.
Wow.
That was a long night.
It was a long
lot
night
of
and nothing.
Unnecessary driving.
Yeah.
And my daughter's still mad she didn't get to go to a big party.
Oh. It was fun. I did get the city key to the city though of West
Oh,
Hollywood.
wow,
Nice.
you did?
That's very fancy.
Can I see it?
No, I don't have it.
Oh.
Is there one in that bag?
Let me
I don't
see
know.
it. Yeah. Oh, wow. What,
Maybe.
you got a key to a
It's
city?
a big key. It says honorary mayor, and it's a key to the city, but it doesn't open anything. Yeah, we got feather boas.
There's a boa.
They're so cool. The people, because we were on the city stage. It was the city of West Hollywood that did it. They're really cool. I met the mayor and all the people. A lot of people were with us on Saturday night, too. The drag races are down there.
Right.
It's fun.
And
They
you got a
throw a
key?
good
You've
party.
never had a key.
Yeah, I know.
It might open stuff.
I don't think so. It's a big key.
Maybe. Oh, it's like one of those big checks.
It opens the pearly gates of West Hollywood.
Did we ever figure out if those big checks you can sign the back of, like the
Oh,
what-
yeah.
Yeah, endorse them and deposit them.
yeah, that you won the Publishers
I don't know.
Clearinghouse?
I tried.
We should do that someday. We should make up a set of big checks and go around and try and use them at places. I mean, like legitimate will work.
Or how about you pull that out and then you get a dry erase marker and you write pay to the order of cash and just try to cash it.
I like it. I think we should make big checks.
Yep.
I need $50.
Let me get my checkbook. It's in my trunk.
Blow up one. Go to Kinko's. I'll blow up one of my checks to like 20 by 30,
Yeah.
and let's go try and buy a pack of gum or something.
Let's just walk around with a huge checkbook.
You know what we need
It could
to?
be the rage.
We need a huge pen
Yeah.
to write it.
Giant Sharpie.
And let's just walk around and do that.
That'd be so fun.
I might still be a little tipsy if I think this is a good idea.
No, I like it.
You still have to tell us about crotch injury. There was 3 things on your list
No, there were 5.
that were fascinating to me.
Last night, tits, puke, fist, a 4-year-old head injury, and a nut injury.
That one, fist,
I hope it wasn't all the same person.
head injury, very, very fascinating to me.
By the way, the tits, Mr. Poodle's fault.
Oh,
No,
The
you
4-year-old head injury, Monica's husband.
that makes sense though. That runs in that family.
didn't. Yeah. They abuse kids.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. 1 show.
Spider-Man.
Star 98.7.
Alrighty, it is the day after Halloween. Here's the thing. I know all of you have stories, whether it be your kid did not cooperate and wear the right outfit.
Yep.
Or they threw themselves on the ground because they didn't like what they were wearing. I know that I saw some of those in the street.
Yeah, you know what's funny? They do that, but then once they got into the whole, you're actually trick-or-treating, then it's on, all worries are gone, and they start going crazy.
Or they didn't like a certain kind of candy, flipped out. Or maybe you went the adult way and you had too much to drink and you'd like to share what happened.
Oh, don't forget about, because I saw these people walking up to the West Hollywood Carnival, the single people who hooked up and now regret it, because there were so many slutty women walking up there. The nasty nurse, the dirty Tinkerbell, all those, and all these guys walking up there. I was like, my wife's like, this is like a hookup thing, isn't it? Because
Yep.
you could just tell these people were
Hundreds
So
of
I don't know
thousands.
if you adults that hooked up or if you have regrets. My guess is because it's 6:20 in the morning, you're not up yet to tell us a story.
right. Yeah, unless you're coming home.
Right, exactly. And feel free to dial 1-800-STAR-987. And I know your fingers aren't working so well. But go ahead.
Driving home when the sun's up. Oh, it's the worst.
So we'll use the voice disguiser 8 million.
Yep.
And we can disguise your voice. We can disguise your name. We can do whatever. If you'd like to just go ahead and do a Wednesday morning confession, I think really is the right thing to do. Let me get a little Wednesday morning. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday morning confessions. Woo! Halloween gonna ride. You go ahead and give us a call, and we will do.
Well,
We will cleanse you of your
right,
sins.
that, yeah.
Amen.
All you gotta do is give us a call 1-800-STAR-987.
Amen.
Heal, dumb, death, Holy Spirit, come out, say Jesus.
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen.
Baby. Jesus. I remember that guy, Ernest Angley, say, baby, because the girl was deaf.
Ernest Angley was the best ever.
Can you say, baby? And then the deaf girl go, baby. And then all of a sudden she was healed.
Now your name is coming.
All right, so you can change your name. You can change your voice. My guess is you're not even up. But if you would like to confess and get it off your chest, and we can help you you feel better about what you did last night. If you're my neighbor and you feel bad and you feel shame about what you did in my garage, it's okay. Call up. Repent.
we'll fix your broken Tinkerbell wing.
Wow.
All right, here's Speedo Rob.
Yay.
Hi, Speedo Rob.
How's it going?
It's
Hi.
good. How are you? Are you calling to confess?
Yeah, 2 hours of sleep on my way to work. Had the best costume last night. Had a fish over my junk, and that was it. I was a fisherman.
Wow.
That
That's
is
not
a great costume.
And it's not even a confession, and it's not even a good costume.
Yeah, it was a bomb costume.
Where were you at? Where
Maybe
were you?
I had to see it.
Yeah, where were your festivities?
I was walking all the way down the whole way down the street.
I think
West
I guess
Hollywood?
it depends on if anybody did any noodling or not.
Yeah.
I had a malfunction.
Okay.
Yeah, a little slip, you know.
No.
It was bomb though. If any other callers here, have them call in and let you tell them about it. It was bomb.
Everybody saw Speedo Rob, did
Yeah.
Speedo Rob the fisherman.
they? Okay, we'll see if we get in calls, Speedo Rob.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Speedo Rob, very happy.
You know, Rob got him some fish.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Here is Erica. Erica, is that your real name?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. So Erica doesn't have anything to confess, just a story to tell.
Okay.
Oh my God, is this Jamie, Jack, and Stench?
Yes.
Oh my! We roll! All right, Erica, what happened last night?
Okay, we were, of course, at our house in the middle of nowhere in Beaumont, and a girl came up with her little brothers and sisters, and they had on adorable costumes, and she had on a sign, like a picketing sign on her front and on her back. She was probably like third grade, and it said on there in big letters, "I lie to my parents, I cheat and I steal, so I can't get candy for Halloween."
Oh,
And so she used letters on both signs, and I'm a teacher, so I looked at her parents. I said, "You guys are awesome. Congratulations for being fabulous parents. I'm willing to bet she will never do that ever again."
Wow.
It was awesome.
What? And so, did you not give her any candy?
No candy for her.
Oh.
Her little brothers and sisters got it, but no candy for her.
Don't we think this is maybe a little bit extreme?
No, it's pretty cool.
Wow.
No, it was perfect. Because you know what? When your kids misbehave, if you punish them really harshly the first time, they're probably not going to do it again.
Wow. I can't believe those parents had the balls to send that kid out like that.
Because
you know they got
applause.
some. Well, you know, you gave them applause, but you know they got some heckling.
Oh, definitely.
Oh.
You know, some parents were like, "This is wrong. This is child, whatever." You know.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
How old was this little girl?
Well, she looked like she was about 9 years old.
Okay, so she wasn't like a teeny, adorable little like fairy princess with that.
No,
sign on.
no.
She was like that awkward 9-year-old.
She's in the
with
prime years of getting candy, though. At that age, you can really run and get a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you can sort it out.
Yeah.
Especially
God.
with her brothers and sisters. There were like 3 or 4 of them.
And they all get to sort last night, and she didn't get to sort.
Yeah,
Maybe
nothing.
that was just my thing, but part of my favorite part about Halloween was sorting.
Yeah.
I love sorting.
Oh, and then trading it. You got to trade your candy.
Oh, we had no trading. I just sorted. But
Oh,
whatever, Erica.
you didn't trade with your sister?
No, she wouldn't. Are you kidding? My sister was evil.
Yeah.
She went in her room and she's like, "Get out."
Well, then you got to go steal it. That's what I
Yeah,
did with my
there you
brother.
go. There you go. Erica, thank you so much for your
Thank
phone
you guys.
call.
Love you guys.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Erica with, I would say, the best story in the morning. All right, so here's, we're doing a 2-part series. Number 1, did your kid flip out? Is there anything that you would like to tell us about how the perfect Halloween didn't go so perfect? Or B, we can use the voice disguiser 8000. We can disguise your voice and you can confess about what you did last night. It's okay.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. 1-800
Star 98.7.
Sam Rubin's Entertainment Report on the Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
I wonder what Sam was last night.
I know.
What?
no.
Never mind.
A male whore.
K-Fed.
Oh, that's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, superstar of the world, Sam Rubin!
Yay!
Sam Rubin.
Is the line not working?
It says I'm connected.
Sam, I'll just push this, Jack.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Sam.
Is it person or the phone or the loop or what is it?
You know what?
Yeah.
Who knows?
cares?
Yes.
Anyway, so how was K-Fed?
Rocking.
Well, Stench said he got booed off the stage.
Yeah.
Because, okay, seriously, this is like perception versus reality. We have been messengered a bite from K-Fed saying how great it went.
He did the same thing after the Teen Choice Awards, remember? And that was like the worst spectacle ever.
So was he truly booed off the stage?
That's what I heard.
We heard.
That's
Okay.
what we heard, yeah. Because, see, what we like to do is bring quality to people, so we had Better Than Ezra, where they could
good.
actually sing and dance along with it and have quality selection of, what a real
Musicians
party's
that
about,
play instruments.
instead of bringing a clown.
Who sponsored KFED?
One of our other
Our
stations.
sister station.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's
But,
that's
you know,
corporate
the year
pride.
before, they also brought up William Hung. It seems to be their thing.
Right. Okay. Well, there you are. What was the best costume you guys saw?
Oh, let's see.
crazy.
There's so many.
There's so many, and they're nutty.
I think probably the priest outfit with the little boy facing the wrong way.
A lot of Borats.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Borats, but I noticed people down in the West Hollywood thing, they will pull like a float. They'll have things on wheels.
Right.
I saw people pulling a float, and 5 of them on rollerblades. It was like a team costume.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
At my house, a family of superheroes came by.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was good.
We ran out of candy at my house. I gave out ramen noodle, and I'm not lying. Jack witnessed it and
Yes.
said Mr. Poodle.
Top ramen.
Top ramen.
Yeah, and you gave out whole things, or did you break up the top ramen?
No, I gave
whole
out
things.
the whole things, and I don't know how long they've been in that cabinet, but I do know that baby Luke was eating some.
Uh-oh.
That's good.
Remember? He had a
Yes.
big thing of it because he was hungry.
No, I mean, it's the best day for kids. You know, fun size is less fun. The bars are, I think, smaller.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Those Snickers are a ripoff. Those little, they're
Yeah.
not fun anymore.
They're really
Bite-sized
little.
squares.
Yeah, they're not fun anymore.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, oh, disappointing Snickers.
Right. Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right, here's our favorite excuse. You are publicly, wildly fall down drunk. So what do you have your publicist do the next day?
Give you a disease.
Issue a statement saying, yeah, you were sick and you took a little NyQuil before you went to the party.
Ah, who was this?
Ivana Trump
Oh, no.
was at that big carousel ball. And apparently on the red carpet, she went with a publicist to the publicist's adult daughter. They literally had to hold her up. And then the publicist took her aside and said, you know, this is embarrassing. You need to leave.
Ivana or Ivanka?
Ivana, not Ivanka.
The mom?
The mom.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
She doesn't seem like that kind of gal.
Ivana's rep, Catherine, says, quote, Ivana had a bit of the flu before she was in L.A. She'd been in the Czech Republic, St. Tropez, Paris, and Palm Beach, and somewhere along the way picked up a flu bug. So on that night, she took some NyQuil before heading to the ball. She went home in a friend's car.
Yeah, 12 shots.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow, so that's not
Like,
good.
hey, and good gossip there, Sam. We had not heard that.
Yeah. All
Look
right,
at
so
Sam Rubin.
Good
Woo!
gossip,
All
good
right.
gossip number 2. You got Jack and Stench will know this, guys. Do you know who Tito Ortiz is?
Yes, UFC.
Big Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, big Ultimate Fighter champion.
So he's invited to this big party for the Marines in San Diego, like their big annual party in November. And he was going to bring his girlfriend, Jenna Jameson, the porn star.
Yes.
And so anyway, basically, like this email the Marines sent him, some serious consternation here about having your girlfriend attend our ball. Of course, me and many other Marines are very excited, but many of our commanders feel it might be inappropriate for the type of event we're having. It is professionally embarrassing for me to have to do this, but we must retract our invitation, especially when I'm such a big fan.
Oh,
Seems like those Marines would love Jenna Jameson.
Say again?
The male Marines, at least, would love Jenna Jameson.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but maybe it's for like child
Families.
molesters or something,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
raising money or something.
Man.
Yeah, that's
Bummer.
not good. People against porno.
Yeah.
We so rarely get to talk about transsexuals here, but you know the Matrix movies, and they're done by these brothers, Larry and Andy Wachowski. I can't even say it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, Larry is like pre-op, post-op, but Larry may be Lois for all I know at this point. In any event, they are together. They work together though, and they are now going to do Speed Racer as a movie.
Ah.
Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer.
You know,
go.
and I've told this story before. You know, I thought his name was Gopi Racer.
Oh, we go P Racer?
No, Gopi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gopi Racer, Gopi Racer, go. I wasn't very smart.
No, we're doing who will play Chim Chim, but still.
Oh.
Wow. And Sam, Bob Barker retiring.
Retired. Don't you think Mark Krisky? Here's the good news, the bad news for Mark Krisky. Mark did the pilot for the syndicated Price is Right, like 8 or 9 years ago.
That didn't work out.
But he was really, you know what? It's one of those things. I'm sure you've had that. It's rare when a man meets his moment. He was really great. And when they hired somebody else, the producer said, you know what? We picked the wrong guy. But the wrong guy had more juice.
So
in
maybe Mark Krisky will step in for Bob Barker? Is that what
I'm
you're
not
saying?
saying that he will or he won't, but they're like Bob Barker retiring, and then they say they've been looking for a host for the last 2 years. Oddly, Mark's phone is not rung.
You know what? We know who else is shooting for that job and told us openly on the air was Chris Harrison from The Bachelor.
Sure.
He did the one in Vegas, and he told us, man, if Bob Barker ever dies, that's the greatest
And
gig
they
in
are
TV.
priming him for it because he's been doing the tour of The Price is Right.
Oh, does Chris do the live prices, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
In
yeah.
Vegas?
Yes.
Is that, that's probably a pretty good gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like priming that guy.
Yeah.
And, we keep seeing on KTLA, you guys kind of tease a story about two old guys getting in a fight. What was that about?
Yeah, what happened?
Which way? Tell me the story.
It looks like
I don't know. It's
fisticuffs.
your TV show.
Conversation. What was the teasing? So for the news?
They were
Yeah.
fighting, old
There's
guys.
guys fighting. We just see the clip over and over again.
It's like the quote unquote kicker video.
But
Yeah.
what is it?
Do you want me to try to find out?
Yes.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Hang
You
on.
work
Hang on.
there? Okay.
Yeah,
Hang
we
on.
thought you
Sam
do.
only cares about
Hey, did
entertainment.
anybody edit the kicker video of the two old guys fighting? Don't all jump at once.
They don't even listen.
Live
to
on the
us.
radio. Nobody cares.
Wow.
Lois, who edited that? The two old guys fighting. I guess it was a story they were teasing all day. It aired. When did it air, you guys?
Just now, 2 seconds
Just
ago.
now.
It aired now, just 2 seconds ago. Oh, two old guys. Yeah, two old guys fighting. Hang on, we have to get an explanation. Was it guys at a political rally?
Yeah.
All right, Tony Fote, who's our editor, very handsome guy, Jamie, and has radio aspirations. He will explain.
Okay. All right, great.
Hello.
Hi.
Tony.
Wow, you
Morning.
sound like the movie phone guy.
Yeah.
Wow, you sound way better on the radio than Sam Rubin.
Thank you very much. Yes,
All right, so what happened?
there was some heckler, and apparently at a Indiana voting situation which wasn't handled well by the people. And the kicker to the story was, this is how we handle it.
Wow.
You creep me
You know
out.
what?
Thank you.
You sound exactly like
You're in
George
porn
Takei.
movies? Why is he talking like that?
What is wrong with him?
He was George Takei.
I give him one little compliment that his voice sounds good, and then he goes nuts.
Yeah.
It's like telling a girl, you know what? That looks really good. Your hair looks really good. And the next time she makes it bigger.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was kind of you know. There's a reason why there's some people who are on there and some people who are off there.
Wow.
That was kind of weird.
Tell
But
him
anyway.
that was who's
Sam,
wow.
keep your kids away from that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might touch him or something.
Yikes.
All right, Sam Rubin,
Yay!
KTLA Superstar
Thank
of the
you.
World. Bye, Sam. We didn't even find out, and I don't even care. That guy
There
was
was a
so
political
yucky.
rally, and the one guy said, "This is how we handle it," and I guess just started throwing blows on the other old dude.
Well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Bob Barker's retiring.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon looked at a BlackBerry. That is why she's getting a divorce. That is something we will talk about this morning. Also, all your Halloween tragedy. We'll take your calls. We'll change your name. We'll change your phone number. 1-800-STAR-987.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
Precious. All right, so here's what we're talking about off the air, just so you know. Stench knew last night was going to be a long night, so he put on brand new shiny clothes at 1 a.m. And he laid down on the couch and fell asleep in them because he knew he had to get up in 3 hours.
And I knew I was going to get at the last possible second to make it
Right.
to work on time, and I slept totally dressed. I had to get up, go brush my teeth, put on my shoes, and go.
So it's the day after Halloween. Things like that happened. We also were thinking about our friend Tinkerbell who visited our house last night.
Tinkerbell the adult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that Mr. Poodle put it best when he said she woke up this morning and her wings were broken.
They were smashed.
Because last night her wings were pointing only in one direction. Yeah. Now they're just broken wings.
Wow.
Oh.
Because I wonder how many people, well, I know Audrey did. Barmaid.
Oh, no.
She's still a barmaid at 6:52 with her outfit on.
She made it clear last night she wasn't a barmaid, she was a bar wench.
Right.
Whoa.
She still is at 6:52
wow.
with a little bit of puke on it.
Oh, that's a good bar wench.
That's what I told her. I said, that's what they're all about.
Yeah.
So we'd love to hear how you woke up this morning, if you can even hear us. Or if you're a little nauseated. I don't even want to say that P word because sure some of you are losing your cookies.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's the confession show this morning. We want to hear about all your Halloween nightmares, even if it's about your kids or whatever, and they just didn't play right. They sat in the street and screamed. The candy wasn't right. It never goes exactly. I mean,
No.
well, here actually is the truth, if I may be so bold.
Okay.
I've been doing Halloween at my house for about 6 years. We have a big party in the garage and a lot of people in the streets, blah, blah, blah. It's never gone wrong until Mr. Poodle showed up.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, baby.
Poodle ruined Halloween?
At my house, he did.
I gotta tell you, I'm proud.
Let me just tell you about what happened.
Okay.
Jack was outside dressed as SpongeBob.
Yep.
Yeah.
People were taking photos with SpongeBob. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and Lucy's cute, and that's no
adorable.
problem. And Jack's been there 2 or 3 years in a row. I mean, that's
No
never
problem.
been an incident.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then my girlfriend, Heidi, comes over. And then, of course, all the other women, because she's hot, say she's not.
Right.
So that happened.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's good.
All the girls were like, oh, my God, she looks horrible. She didn't. She looked fabulous. But you have to say that because
That's what
she
you
looks
say
fabulous.
to a really hot girl.
Right.
So that was the only incident at this point is everybody bagging on Heidi saying that she looked horrible, which she did not.
She looked great.
She did look great.
Yeah, she did.
Right.
So that was only incident. Everything's great. We're eating, we're frolicking, we're having fun. I ran out of candy. First tragedy. Oh my God. So we start handing out Diet Cokes and water and
Top ramen noodles.
Top ramen noodle, and I handed out an apple, which I knew probably had a razor blade in it.
Packs of equal.
Yeah, anything. My neighbor was handing out coupons from those mailers, those value saver coupons.
Right.
Wow.
Because everybody ran out. So
Wow.
I look at Audrey. She looks at me and she goes, I'm drunk. And she has a tendency to overreact. So I go, Audrey, you're not drunk. Pull it together. Your son's here, blah, blah, blah. I'm drunk. I'm going to screw your friend.
Whoa. What time is
right.
this?
What?
7:30.
Okay. I saw her right before I left, and she seemed fairly normal. It must have kicked in with a vengeance
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
7:30.
So Skippy the neighbor boy was over there. He's a great looking guy.
Definitely.
And she's decided to put her sights on Skippy the neighbor boy.
Oh, wow.
So Skippy the neighbor boy had a couple of shots. So Audrey needs to show him that she's cool too.
Uh-oh.
So she doesn't drink, but all of a sudden she's drinking an entire bottle of Jägermeister.
Oh. Damn.
But wait, there's more. The next thing I know, she's laying in my bushes. Not my bushes, the house's bushes.
Right.
The bushes alongside your house.
Then this lady named Tinkerbell, a doll, a really sweet lady, comes in.
Can I
Wait,
really
wait,
quick
can I-
though?
I gotta
Where's
tell you.
her son when she's in the bushes?
Hold on.
No.
You've
Okay.
got the timeline. Can I just set you straight here?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Jamie's having this great party.
This is the guy that ruined Halloween, by
Right.
the way.
Yeah,
Speedy.
Right.
I
Yeah.
ruined it. Let me tell it. All right. So Jamie's having this great party. Everyone's having a good time. Bar Winch puts the costume on and starts getting a little crazy. Bar Winch being Audrey.
Right.
Bar Winch is now straddling Skippy the neighbor boy.
Oh, in
And
the garage?
Yes.
Snowboarder and I are like, okay, how long till I get to request to babysit her son while she goes next door? So we're all taking bets. So within 5 minutes from that, you've got Jamie's nice dad over in the corner taking pictures. You got Jamie rocking the baby. You got Monica, in a corner drinking wine. And then,
Wow.
Why no Monica?
Yeah.
and then up walks this neighbor called Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell's a neighbor?
Now, do you
We
know
don't
her?
know. We know.
No,
Nobody's
I don't
ever-
know her.
okay,
Never met her.
So it's not like your next door neighbor that
No,
you're
no,
friends
no.
with.
In
No.
the hood.
But she's kind of drunk and she's kind of floozy-like, but she's a sweet, sweet lady, whatever that means.
And
But-
all of a sudden she says, do you have any wine? And Skippy the neighbor boy says, no, actually, Mr. Poodle says,
Yeah.
wine for boobs.
Oh.
No,
What
you didn't.
made you think of that?
No, you did. The gay guy
Because
says that?
Yeah.
They
Yes.
were falling
You
out.
were just
so-
having fun?
Yeah, I said, so they're wine for boobs. And by the way, don't you know who that is over there?
And then he said who I was.
You did.
Get outta here.
not.
Yes, he did. Not that I am
No,
anybody, but just
you
you don't
did
say to a
not.
drunk Tinkerbell.
Right. Because you know what? Odds are people don't like us. You know,
Yeah.
you get somebody.
Exactly.
Well, I was trying to get drunk Tinkerbell to,
Show her boobs?
Show her boobs just
So
because.
she thought what it... So
Oh,
he
you
goes,
thought if he dropped your name, the boobs
Hold
would
on.
just fly
Hold
out.
on.
and they did.
And where was Bob? Was Bob there? Because I can see getting someone to show their boobs, to get Bob a good
Bob
laugh.
said both for a double.
Right. Bob said both for a double.
All right, Bob's there. Now I'm in.
So here's what I had, you guys.
now
You know
pick
when you're trying to be like low key and you don't want anybody to know like that you're at a party and stuff. And just being low key, I'm having a great time until Mr. Poodle goes, "That's Jamie Watt from Stop!"
Oh, man. You
And
wanted
then
to kill him.
after that, there was puke,
What's wrong with
fists, tits, and a nut injury.
Yep.
I got in a physical altercation with somebody because of Mr. Poodle.
All within.
Because they don't like
90
what you say on the air, Jack.
All within
It's
90
always that
seconds
way.
of one another. All
Oh,
within
90 seconds.
You ruined
The
Halloween.
whole world.
Who does that?
Mr.
upside
Poodle?
down.
You know, it's like if you're at a corporate function and you work at Arby's and somebody's like, that guy works at Kentucky Fried Chicken. He shouldn't be here.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
I can't even go to the rest of the bloodshed story because Brad Garrett's coming up real fast, and so I don't want to get into that whole thing. But I do want to tell you this, that last night some guy, apparently after Halloween was over, it wasn't in my neighborhood, but it was in some neighborhood, he apparently, allegedly, he saw the woman that he was handing out candy, and he was like, she's hot. So later, last night, he broke into her window and started licking her toes. It's right here.
That'll happen.
A man with mischief entered a home and licked the toe of a sleeping woman.
She was next to her husband.
Oh, I didn't even get. Wait, the man reportedly licked the woman's left toe while she was sleeping. The woman was sleeping next to her husband.
Yeah.
Who chased the suspect from the house and down the street.
That's a gutsy guy.
You really need to lick some toe when you'll bust in.
I know.
She had some nice toes to risk that.
Yeah, I wonder what she was wearing last night or what her outfit was that he was like, yeah, those are some nice toes in that witch's outfit. I mean, what was it? Holy Toledo. Toledo. All right, let's talk to Louise real quick. Hi, Louise, or Louis, or Louise.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. First of all, Jamie, I love you.
Well, thanks, Louise, but I'm sure that you're calling because something horrible happened last night.
Oh, yeah. I was in a 7-year relationship, and I ended up becoming huge. I mean, really huge, huger than a house. We broke up, and we've been broken up now for about 2.5 years. I've lost about 200 to 300 pounds in that period of time. Okay, so this was going to be my first really amazing Halloween in a long time. I had the perfect costume. I got a tavern wench costume.
A tavern wench?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I heard about your maid.
Yeah.
I was listening to that. But I'm only 28, so.
And now you're all skinny.
Yeah. But my ex-fiance showed up at a Halloween party that I went to with this really, really hot guy. I mean, he was gorgeous. I mean, he was about 6'6".
Hey, the good news is if you lost 300 pounds, he didn't know who you were.
That's true.
He knew who I was because yesterday I had gone to Starbucks to get a coffee, and I ran into him there.
A frappuccino.
No, a coffee. I needed to wake up.
Hey, we got Brad Garrett.
I know, I see. Anyway, so here's the deal. Louise, what did he say?
Oh, he started a fight with my date.
All right, hold on, Louise.
Hold on.
What?
We need to talk to Brad.
We got
Right
Brad Garrett
now?
right now.
Yeah, he's a big
Superstar on the
superstar.
Talking to
phone.
Louise, and y'all are freaking out in the room, and I can't even.
What's wrong with you, Jamie?
Well, I couldn't even have a conversation with her because you guys are all yelling at me. Brad Garrett's on the phone.
Just really talk about Brad Garrett.
Quiet. I know you won't believe this. I will be quiet. I want to hear about the Starbucks date.
Shut up, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Who gets into a fight at Starbucks?
No, it's a whole story. And anyway, look, everybody, it's Brad Garrett. Till Death is a show on Fox. Thursday nights at 8 o'clock on Fox 11. Now, what'd you do last night for Halloween?
Well, my outfit was, I went as myself. So needless to say, the fear in the children's faces. Not to be, went as a 7-foot Jew in mourning.
Hey, Brad, can I tell you something kind of funny?
Sure.
All right, so I have a ex-boss. His name is Brad, and he's also Jewish.
Yep. And he's also 7 feet.
And he's also 7 feet. Yeah, it's weird.
Seriously?
Seriously,
Yeah,
on the Bible.
Yeah.
On the Bible. His name was, what was his name?
Brad Samuels.
Brad Samuels. And so I get this amazing basket of baby clothes, like amazing. And it says, Shalom, Brad.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Brad.
Brad.
So I write, our boss now works in San Diego. I write to Brad Samuels, and I say, oh my God, thank you for all the clothes and the baby stuff. It's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. Love it, love it, love it.
Right.
And I go, I can't believe, I haven't seen you in so long, but you sent all that stuff to me. That was so nice of
He's
you.
been gone about a year.
Yeah, because he's been,
Yeah.
he wrote back, ha ha.
Right.
Well, being the Jew he is, he probably went with it.
No, he wrote ha ha, and I thought, oh, okay, and then I saw him later. You know, Brad, he never sent me any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, I did.
And
I know!
And guess what? Jack and I then in person had this full-blown argument with Brad, like before that wedding we did
Which
with
Brad?
him. With
Brad Garrett.
Brad
With Brad
Garrett.
Garrett. We're like, no, you didn't send anything. You're like pulling our leg. We would have known. There's no way we would have known. We're totally arguing with him, and he was all offended. And I'm like, he's just joking. He knows he didn't send it.
Yeah. So the wrong Brad got the credit.
Sorry.
It's not, you know what? It's not about the gifts.
So I'd personally like to thank you for getting all that stuff for my child, although it did have little elephants on it, and I felt like you were calling him fat.
Okay, those are not elephants. Those are anteaters.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel better now. Because I was like, wow, he called my kid fat.
was so funny when
It
that
was
happened.
so weird because what are the chances Brad and a Mazel Tov? Anyway,
Yeah.
it was very odd.
See, you send a gift to Jamie. Now I'm calling the kid fat.
That's how it is. Welcome to our world,
They
Brad.
had elephants all over them.
Shows my manhood in a drawer.
Just saying. So now, did you have kids last night to trick or treat with?
I took no. I called Rosie. I borrowed 2 Korean ones.
Oh, very nice.
The question is that, of course, I took my kids trick or treating with my lovely wife, and she kind of stayed behind me.
Aren't you supposed to call like ex-wife?
Kind of.
Well, you need to get over this, Brad.
Yeah.
We need to work with you.
It takes time. Look, Jamie, not everyone's like you. You know, we can't leave them at a Starbucks.
I'm just saying that maybe we work with you a little bit. You start saying the word ex, you know?
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I need time.
Then why'd you break up with her in the first place if you weren't ready?
Maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she left you.
Can we go back talking about the fat kid?
Brad, did she leave you and that's why you can't get over it?
No. Well, I don't know.
Wow. This is.
It depends. I think it really depends. There was. I'm gonna let you in a little bit, Jamie.
Okay.
There was a cross burning of the Magen David.
I don't even know what that means, but it's funny.
We'll call Brad Samuels. And, when he's done getting over what the rabbi did to him, I'm sure he can explain it.
Now, here's a weird thing. I had some trick-or-treaters, and the one woman was married to the other woman's ex-husband, and they showed up together. So are you going to be okay when you both start dating? Are you all 4 going to take the kids out trick-or-treating?
Well, see, you know what's going to happen when your guy leaves you?
Yes.
I'm just putting this. You're going to see it's not about you. It becomes about the kids.
Yeah.
Wow, look at Brad.
Oh, but first of all, I've seen photos of you. No one will ever leave you.
Oh, Brad.
You've seen photos of me. How did she last this long? I think it. Look, for someone as sarcastic and strange as I am, and I know how you feel about me, Jamie, because I read your blog. but there comes a point when you're the real people and you put your greed and your ego aside, and that was never a problem with me or Jill. It's about the kids, and that's why we were able to go out last night and do our thing, and you try to keep it as real as you can, but it's hard.
So you're okay, like when Ashton Kutcher.
It isn't about who left who. It's about it's not working, and it's hard.
And so when Ashton Kutcher and Bruce Willis all hang out with the kids, you think that's cool?
I think it's incredibly cool.
Well, I don't know.
It's not about them. Because it's about the kids having that sense of family, even though it unfortunately couldn't work out. I mean, what's better than that? When my parents were divorced, they didn't talk for 20 years. That didn't help anyone.
Oh, that's very sad, Brad.
Oh, no, that's good.
It's not sad. And you're saying that with you rolling your eyes and
that's not that's a good
No,
way to
I'm
have
just
it, Brad.
thinking it explains some things.
Yeah.
See, it explains some things, and now I'm going to need 2 pieces of the clothing back.
Send back the elephants.
Some of the fat kid wear.
He doesn't need a bib because he's got to cut down on the food.
He is fat. That's so mean. You sent him elephants. What are you doing, Brad? It's so mean.
But you want to know what? He's going to grow up being thin and beautiful like you, or else, he's going to be like that guy. They got to take his roof off to get him out of the den.
Yeah, what about that? I love those people.
Beautiful. I love the baby stage. I love that stage.
Are you going to have more with some tramp that you're dating now?
Oh, nice.
You know, it's unbelievable. The stripper is sterile. You know yourself, you've had a brass abrasion. You work the pole, Jamie. Because I listen to the show, and it's a mystery to everyone.
They just give me change, though.
Yeah.
357.
Man.
What?
How are you, Stench?
Hi, what's happening, Brad?
He doesn't even talk to me.
You know, I met you in person, and 4 times you asked if they validate. So I know you're never in the moment.
All right, Brad, we need to let you go.
Yes, you guys. Now, Jamie, I just want to say, I am sending a gift now to Stench and Jack.
All right.
Is it Jack?
Yes, it's Jack.
He's deaf mute, right?
Yes, yeah, he's depressed today.
I'm sending a gift to you two this time. Please do not call Brad Pitt, and thank you.
Brad Garrett, the show is called Till Death. You got to see it. It's Thursday night.
You are my stars on 98.
Till Death. It's Thursday night at 8 o'clock on Fox. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad.
Bye.
Bye.
I think that went nowhere.
He's so funny.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.